I'm here sitting in some of the old seats from Crosley Field. We're in front of the Phillips Supply Company, I think, and they have a number of seats from the old ballpark. Isn't that cool? Evidently when they tore the ballpark down, these sold for like $10 a piece, I think I read online or something. Anyway, so there's a small piece of Cincinnati sports history right here. We are here looking for traces of the old ballpark. So kind of join me on a little tour of the site. You can find out what used to be, which is really what all my channel is about, is I like to go to places and look at echoes of the past and what used to be so that we don't forget. So the really cool part about visiting the old side of Crosley Field is that, number one, when you're going down Dalton Street used to dead end right there at Finley. And this whole area here where I'm standing right now, this used to be home plate. As a matter of fact, can you see it? That marks the spot of home plate. And so, standing right in this very spot where I'm standing right now, so many famous people and professional sports players from years past have stood, and now it has been relegated to a small patch of cement in an alleyway between two buildings and almost forgotten. So off this way used to be the third base line, where people would come running into home plate and sliding in. Everybody was always excited to find out whether they would get the score, get the point or not. And as we walk back down this way, as I'm walking the baseline from home plate to home base to third plate, if you look right out this way, that's where the scoreboard would have been. You can't quite see it because there's a building there now, but that's where the scoreboard would have been. Alright guys, we are somewhere in the area of the left field wall. I was supposed to be able to find it, but all I can find is this giant awesome mural painted on the side of this building here. I apologize if there's wind, but I had to film it because check out what's over here. Is some of the old lights. That's right, there it is, folks. That's awesome. It's like, it's here. If you search around and you look for it, you can find remnants of the ball field that people have still saved and preserved because of love of the game. This building was standing at the time the field was here, and this short wall right here, according to CrosleyField.com, it's Crosley-field.com, I believe, was an extension of the old left field wall. Right here is the only thing that you can really touch, I guess. Alright, so the spot we were at was back down there. You can see the blue building. And the spot I want to show you now that I just pointed at is right behind me here. This, if you look back behind me, you can see Western Avenue. It dead ends back there. And this back behind me where I just was, where the blue building was, that's still is marked as York, but it's not really used as a street. As a matter of fact, there's some private drive signs on those buildings back there, so I'm not sure if that's actually a street still or not. But where I'm standing right here used to be the corner of Western and York. You can see there is a street drain there. And in front of me is the Joseph Burning Printing Company building, 1850 is the address that it's marked. But at this location right behind me stood the scoreboard for Crosley Field. It was right here at the corner of those two intersections. and behind me is, you know, the freeway is right behind me. You can actually, if you stand here long enough, you can see the cars flying by. So driving by behind me, you would have been able to see right out over here. You would have been able to see you could see the ball game from the freeway. There's one more thing I want to look for, and I hope it's there. There is a small monument. It's been moved a number of times as new buildings have been built, and as things have been added onto. It is a monument to Crosley Field, the official monument to Crosley Field. Let's go look for it now. I couldn't find that small monument to Crosley Field, but that's okay. You know, the real monuments are the places and the places and things, and the people that used to live here. The old wall down there where York Street used to be, the scoreboard that used to be here behind me, the lights, the red seats that mark where the turnstiles used to be, and home plate. These are all, you know, you don't know how much longer these things will be here. Another 20 years, they might be gone. They might build over them, they might move them, they might change them. So that's part of what I do, is I document the present in an attempt to remember the past, because we have a really bad habit of forgetting our past. Thanks for joining me on this tour of Crosley Field as it stands, and today, August of 2016. I appreciate it. Everybody, enjoy the rest of your week. Don't forget to remember your history. I'll see you in the next video.